Hello everyone. In this session, I'm going to discuss two objects. One is hexahedron, another one is a truncated hexahedron. Here you can see two objects. The one which is lying left side of the page is hexahedron, and this is a truncated hexahedron. Another name of hexahedron is a cube. So basically here this hexa indicates 6, and always these numbers indicate a number of faces. So this is the object with 6 faces, and if you see the number of corners, faces and edges in hexahedron, which is also known as a cube. First let us find the number of corners in hexahedron. If you see the number of corners, so here this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Actually this eighth corner is not visible in this, but actually there is one more corner, that is 8. So totally there are 8 corners. There are 8 corners in a cube or hexahedron. Now let us take the faces. So if you see the faces, here the faces, all faces are square faces. So here this is face number 1, and exactly backside to this, that is face number 2. So these two faces are present along one axis, and here this is face 3, and exactly parallel to this there is one face. So here that is face 4. So these two faces are along same axis, and similarly here face 5, and here we have a face 6. So totally there are 6 faces. Due to the presence of 6 faces, it is called hexahedron. Now let us calculate the edges in hexahedron. In case of this hexahedron, the number of edges, if you see, so here this is 1, this is 2, this is 3 and this is 4. These 4 edges are along same axis, and here this is 5, this is 6, this is 7 and this is 8. These 4 edges are present along same axis, 4 plus 4 8, and we also have some edges along z axis. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3 and this is 4. So totally it has 12 edges. The number of edges 12 in hexahedron, which is also known as cube. Now in order to find the number of corners, faces and edges in truncated hexahedron, first you have to know how this normal hexahedron is converted to truncated hexahedron. You already know truncation, that is cutting of the object through corners. So you here hexahedron, totally there are 8 corners. If you cut the object through these corners, that hexahedron will be converted to truncated hexahedron. So here like this you can convert your normal cube into truncated cube. So now whenever you cut the object hexahedron through the corners, here if you see each corner of a cube is connected to 3 edges like this. So here every corner is identical, and each corner is connected to 3 edges. Therefore when you truncate the object here, you are going to generate one triangular face at the corner of a regular hexahedron. You can see this is the triangular face produced due to truncation, and this triangular face is produced at the every corner. So you have 8 corners, and due to truncation you are going to get 8 new faces. They are triangular faces. So first let us find the number of corners in truncated hexahedron. And how to find number of corners in truncated hexahedron? In order to find number of corners in truncated hexahedron, first you have to see what is the newly generated face. The newly generated face is a triangular face, and that triangular face has three corners. Therefore, so here that is 3 into how many such triangular faces are produced due to truncation of normal hexahedron, that is 8. 8 such triangular faces are produced, therefore that is 3 into 8, you will be having 24 corners in truncated hexahedron. So in order to find the number of corners in truncated object, you just see what is the newly generated face. That newly generated face has how many corners, and how many such newly generated faces are produced. You see, the product of these two will give you the total number of corners in truncated object, truncated hexahedron in this situation. Now let us find the number of edges. Number of edges. If you carefully observe, whatever the edges present in normal object, those edges will be retained. You can see those edges will be retained. So here this is the edge before truncation, and this is the edge after truncation. So due to this truncation, number of edges which are actually present, so here that number will be retained. Therefore, the total number of edges is equal to number of edges present before truncation plus number of edges produced, newly produced edges due to truncation. Newly produced edges are due to triangular face. You can see these are the newly generated edges, and this triangular face has 3 edges. Totally 8 such triangular faces are produced. Therefore 8 into 3, that is 24 are newly generated edges, 12 are original edges. Totally 24 plus 12, that is 36 edges will be present in truncated hexahedron. And so the final task is finding number of faces in truncated hexahedron. So in order to find the number of faces and type of faces in truncated hexahedron, before truncation, if you observe, it was a square face, and due to truncation, this square face is becoming octagonal face, like this. Square face is becoming octagonal face, and it has 8 corners, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So before truncation it was a square face, after truncation it is becoming what we call octagonal face. So number of faces in regular hexahedron is 6. In place of those square faces, you are going to get octagonal faces. Therefore there will be 6 octagonal faces. And now let us check newly generated faces. Newly generated face is a triangular face, and each triangular face is produced at the corner of regular hexahedron. There are totally 8 corners in regular hexahedron. In place of those 8 corners, you are getting a triangular face. So you have 8 corners. In place of 8 corners, you are getting 8 triangular faces. Therefore 6 plus 8, totally there are 14 faces. There are actually two types of faces. One is a triangular face, newly generated face. Another one is octagonal face, that is actually produced due to truncation. Square face is becoming octagonal face. And finally, if you see the results, comparison of various parameters, in case of a hexahedron, corners 8, edges 12, faces 16. Whereas in truncated hexahedron, corners 24, edges 36, and faces 14. Thank you very much.